Hello. This video is going to cover limits in which it's necessary to rationalize either the numerator or the denominator. Problems that look like this. Okay, so your first hint that you're going to have to rationalize the denominator or the numerator is if we have a radical sign in the problem, which we do in this one. Okay, we can't directly substitute because if I try to directly substitute into the denominator, I'm going to get 0, which would give us an undefined value. So I know that I'm going to need to simplify this or manipulate it so that that no longer becomes an issue. Here's how you're going to do it. You're going to use something called the conjugate. The conjugate says that you take this expression here that contains the radical and you keep it exactly the same except you take this sign that's in the middle and switch it. So if it's a negative, it becomes a positive. If it's a positive, it becomes negative. Okay? When we multiply, we know that I can't just multiply by something new. I have to be able to multiply the top and the bottom by that same value. Okay, so we're to here. Now, I'm going to do this the short way. If what I do does not make sense to you, go and watch video 3B. If this makes sense to you, video 3B is not necessary. It's a behind the scenes. Okay, so I'm going to multiply these together. I'm going to FOIL them out. That's what we call that, right? Our slang for it. Take the first times the first. So the square root of x plus 7 times itself, that's going to get rid of the radical sign. And I'm just left with x plus 7. Okay. Then if I multiply this is the power of the conjugate. If I multiply square root of x plus 7 times positive 4, but then I multiply square root of x plus 7 times negative 4, my two middle values, okay, then those are going to become 0, right? I'm going to have positive 4 square root of x plus 7 and negative 4 square root of x plus 7, and those will cancel out. And I'm left with negative 4 times positive 4, which gives me 16. That's on the top. Now, I'm going to show you something. Do not FOIL out or distribute out the bottom yet, because look what magical thing is about to happen. It's going to save us a lot of time. Okay. Technically, you should always write this limit here as you move down steps. Okay. Now, I can simplify this. X plus 7 minus 16. That will give me, I still have the limit as x approaches 9, of x plus 7 minus 16. That's going to give me x minus 9 over x minus 9 times the square root of x plus 7 plus 4. Look what magical thing happened. I have an x minus 9 on the top and on the bottom, so I can use the power of 1, right? Creating a 1 there. This becomes a 1. And now I have something that I can plug this 9 into. So I have 1 over, I can plug in the 9. I have the square root of 9 plus 7 plus this additional 4. Let me see that. There we go. Okay, so I just took my 9, my constant that I was approaching, and used direct substitution into here. Now I get 1 over the square root of 16, which I know is 4, so 4 plus 4 is 8, and there is my solution. Okay, so the limit as x approached 9 of this big mess up here that we started with, by using its conjugate, we were able to eliminate that radical sign on the numerator, simplify this in order to cancel the factor, and then ultimately use direct substitution to get my final answer.